Welcome to Wanderings with Mary Kay. I'm Mary Kay and I'm really glad that you've joined me today. We are going to paint a sweet little butterfly. So I've got one that I'm working on. It's a butterfly on blossoms. And what this is going to help us with is the idea of painting wet on wet. And so we're going to drop some color into some wet wings here and just watch the pigment play around in the water and create something beautiful. The brushes that I'm using for this are Chinese watercolor brushes. I got these on Amazon. I think they were about $20 for a whole set of them. They're worth getting. I use these a lot in my tutorials. And then the colors that I'm using, I'm actually just taking a palette where I already have some colors laid out. And I'm just going to pull from my sap green, my quinacridone violet, I think some of the purple and some of the burnt umber and the yellow. But you can use any colors that you want. So grab your brushes and grab your paints and some paper and let's paint a sweet butterfly together. Okay, fellow wanderers, we are going to paint a beautiful little butterfly on a sprig of some flowers. So I have marked it with dark pencil lead so that you can take a screenshot of this and copy it onto your 140-pound cold pressed watercolor paper. All right, I am going to pause for a moment. I'm going to take my rubber eraser and I am going to take off all of the dark lines. I also used my 5x7 little photo frame so that I could make sure that this was going to fit inside of it in case I want to frame it. And I cut this from a 9x12 sheet, which gives me two 5x7s. All right, so I will erase and I'll be right back. Okay, the paints that I am using, as you can see, I just have my palette that I've been using for other things, and I have lots of colors in here. So I'm just going to use what I have on my palette. If you want something specific, go ahead and squeeze it out onto your palette. I'm going to do some green and blue and pink and yellow, and let's just see what we can create with this butterfly and flowers. All right, I am using a Chinese calligraphy or Chinese watercolor brush. These are very inexpensive and you can get them on Amazon. This just moves around quite a bit and creates a really nice flow. If you don't have one of these, that's okay. Use what you have. Just use a small brush, but something that can hold a little bit of water. All right, so I'm going to start with this wing of the butterfly first. I'm just going to get it wet. And I am going to come in with a little bit of this blue. I think it might be a phthalo blue, but as you can see, I'm doing it really, really watery. And I am just dropping in little bits of very, very watered down color. We want this to be a little bit translucent for this butterfly. And then I'm also going to come in and get a little bit of sap green, but very light, and drop it in as well. This one's going to be a green-blue butterfly. Okay, now this back wing needs to be a bit lighter than this front wing. So that's probably all that I'm going to put on that one for now. Now I want that to dry. So while that's drying, I'm going to come down here to this wing and do the same thing. I'm going to put water on it. And then I am going to go into my blue and drop it in. And you don't need to fill the whole thing in with color. You can have some spaces that are clear. That helps with the idea of it being translucent. Dropping in some green. Now this wing can be darker because it is in the front. So I'm going to go right into my sap green, touch my wet brush to it. See how that gives me a darker color? And I'm just going to kind of come around the edge here. And I'm just looking for the little lines, pencil lines underneath there, and kind of following them for some lines on the wing. Now I'm going to come back up here into this one. Same idea. I'm going to take the blue and I am going to just lightly follow some of the lines that I see. It does not need to be exact. And that's still pretty wet, so everything's pretty much dissipating. So I'm not sure that that's going to do anything. Watercolor is really all about water control and knowing when to lay down color and when to leave it be. Okay, so that's that wing. I think I want a little bit more blue in that. And we are doing this in just this one layer for these butterflies. So whatever color we're going to put in right now. We're not going to come back into it. So it helps if your paper stays wet. That's why we put wet down first, put water down first. Again, we want that to come right up alongside his body or her body. Okay, let's let that dry. And why don't we come in here and take care of our little flowers. So I'm going to start with the flowers themselves, and I've got some pink here. Now I am coming in super watered down. And I'm just going to create some little blossoms. They're just little blobs. You're just pushing around your paintbrush and just making some little impressions of some delicate little flowers. And you want them up here relatively close to the body because we're going to put some little legs on there. And you don't want the legs too long. We don't want it to be too hard for this butterfly to get to the flowers. Okay, so just little clusters. I'm just using pink right now. And it's a very watered down pink. And if you are a symmetrical person, try to just not paint in all the little petals. Try to just push your brush around to get a random look. Now, if you touch your pile of pink paint with your wet brush, it's going to give you a little deeper color of pink. You don't want it on every flower, but it is nice to just add it to a few of them, just for some variety, for some depth and shadow. And you want to do it while it's still wet. See how that just kind of makes the flower pop a bit? All right. And then we are going to put in a little bit of an orangey color. So we're going to get our pink and we're going to get some yellow. We're going to mix those together. And that's going to make kind of an orange color. You might want to tap your brush off on a paper towel. And we're just going to put a few of these in around here. There are some flowers, and I can't remember the name of them, but they remind me of these little suckers that I used to get at 7-Eleven before school when I was in grade school. And they're like two-tone suckers. One part is pink, one part is orange. Oh, I thought they were so good. And there are flowers. I think they start with an L, but I don't remember the name of them. That remind me of that. And that's kind of what we're painting today. Okay, so do you see how that adds another little element here of a variation of color? And just kind of work it around. You don't want it to be even. there are our flowers. Now that's really pretty, really simple. If you want to come in and do a little darker orange, just go into your pink and into your yellow and don't have a lot of water. And then you can just kind of tap in on some of these flowers just to add a little bit of depth, a little more of a pop. So, because these are going to dry way, way back. Remember, watercolor dries back about 30% lighter than when you put it down. Okay, that looks good. All right, I think this top wing is dry, and so we're going to go in and do this wing now. And so we want to come back in again with our blue, or whatever color you're using for your wings. You can do pink and yellow, or orange, or blue and green, or tan and pink. All right, so I'm getting my water all in there. And now I am going to get a little darker of the blue and come in and let it just kind of hit here on the edges of the wings. Just adds a little bit, and then right up here, because this wing is on top of this wing, so I want there to be a line there. And then I'm also going to put some back in here. And kind of do these lines a little bit. Okay, there's our blue. And now I'm going to go in and get some green. And because this is really wet, if I would just take this really watered down and put it in, it's just going to kind of dissipate. So I touched my brush to my pile of sap green. And that just gives me a little darker color of the green so that it'll show up. Kind of playing with the lines a little bit so that there are at least some lines in this. Now this one is already dry, so I'm not going to go back into that. Okay. And then I am going to make sure that all this comes down here together where the body's going to be. Okay, there we go. All right, we can come in here and we can put our stem in for our flowers. So I'm going to get some green. I think I'm going to get a little bit of this brown because I have it here on my palette. You don't have to, but it just knocks down the brightness of the green a bit. And I'm going to start here and just come up and put in my stems. These are just light little stems. Just the impression of them almost. This is just a soft little painting. Okay. The other thing that I want to do is put in the hint of some green. Now, I'm not painting the shape of leaves. I'm just putting underneath some of these little blossoms a little hint of green. I'm going to do the same down here. And this is when it really helps to have a small brush to do this so that you don't overwhelm your little blossoms. And we'll come down here and do the same thing here. It just adds a little bit more color, a little bit more lifelike. And maybe a stem coming off of here. Okay. And then I am going to darken that stem up a little bit. Just with some green and a little bit of brown. Because it will look a little washed out when it dries if you don't add some more to it. Okay. So we have the body of the butterfly, and you can make this any color that you want. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the blue that I've been using, And I'm going to take some brown and see what color I get. And I kind of like that. But I want it to be a little thicker than that. So I'm going to go back into my blue, into my brown, and on a dry place, I'm just going to mix it until I get the color that I want. I'm going to tap off the tip of my brush here on my paper towel, just tap, tap to get that little bead of water off. And then I'm just going to come in and create the body. Now a little bit of this might flow into your wing, and that's okay if it's just a little bit. Oh, isn't that sweet? I like that. Okay, I should still have enough on my brush to be able to put in the antenna. And I am just going to use this same brush. I'm going to hold it up like this. And I am just going to do a quick like that and like that. And maybe a little thicker there. Okay. And then if you want, you can put some little legs kind of coming out. I don't know if I want the legs on it. I think I kind of like it like that. Okay. This is our little butterfly on flowers. I think it turned out really cute. So, happy painting. Try this again with some other colors on your butterfly and other colors on your flowers. And this would make a sweet little card. Or if you want to frame it, this is what it would look like framed. So that's really simple and really cute. So thanks for wandering with me today. I hope you come back and wander with me again. And blessings to you.